why do I do this? Listen, everybody has a right to be on social media, right? Even those guys who are creepy and who tell you to smile, um, they all have a right to be on social media. They have a right to be there. Behavior is different. They have a right to be there, okay? And perhaps many of us are on social media to seek attention for various things. I'm here to seek attention for my writing and for my sarees, for example. I want to be able to document them and I want to be able to share them with the world. I really don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with me wanting to be in a public sphere, talking about things that are of interest to me. But let me ask you this, okay? Being on social media is not a crime. Online harassing somebody is a crime. So which are you supporting? Are you supporting the illegal activity of online harassing, or are you supporting the legal activity of being on social media? That's the simplest way I can look at it. One of two. It has to be either one of the two, right? If you say that you deserve bad comments, what you're saying is it's okay. You support bad comments. It's okay to have bad comments. Think about it. It's legal and it's your right to be on social media. It's illegal to bully or harass somebody. Which are you willing to stand up for? The bullying, or are you willing to stand up for somebody being on social media? It's a clear choice to me. Okay, it's an absolutely clear choice to me. You decide for yourself. And I'm not telling you what to decide. I'm not telling you that you have to decide one way or another, okay? I'm saying to you, you decide for yourself whether you think it's more important to be able to be yourself on social media, or anywhere for that matter, or is it more important for people to try and bring you down for being yourself? Think about it. Think about it, and then if you have any more questions on it, we can talk about it a little bit later as well. Let me move on to the next question, okay? Shruti, I'm going to answer this question of yours. You have a public profile, so you deserve all the attention, good and bad. They deserve the worst karma. No, I completely agree with you, Shruti. This is completely unfair, right? Because since when is it a crime to be yourself? Since when is it a crime to say what you want to say, by the way, within community guidelines, which many of us do, and then be told by somebody else, you're not allowed to do this, and I don't like you doing this because, you're not listening to me. That's just ridiculous. I say to this, I'll come back to this again and again and again. It is not a crime to be on social media. It is a crime to harass people. Which side do you fall on? Think about it and make a choice. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next question. Next question. How can you address creeps that use words in such a way that make you feel like you've exaggerated the situation? They guilt trip you into feeling like you've overthought and overexpressed yourself. How do you overcome the sick feeling that comes with shutting them down, that tells you that your opinion and emotions and expressions are not valid? Oh, this is classic gaslighting. This is classic gaslighting. This happens all of the time, right? This happens all of the time, where once you tell a person that your comments are not appreciated, they come back with the whole oh, you're taking yourself too seriously, or why can't you just chill? Why can't you just relax? Why can't you this? Why can't you that? I always think, and sometimes I ask them, why can't you not message me in the first place? If you have a right to message me with whatever you want, I have a right to respond, right? And to me, the most important thing about this is it's very difficult it's very, very difficult for somebody on social media to turn around and say to me that you are overreacting, Sumitra, or that you're being emotional, simply because I start off from a place where I don't think I'm overreacting. I don't think I'm being emotional. I start off from a fairly good place. I start off from a place where I know I'm doing the right thing. And you can use all of your words in your vocabulary to try and tell me otherwise, but I don't believe you. It's as simple as that. anybody who tells me that I'm overreacting, I just don't believe you. I think that your words have absolutely no power over me. I think that if you really thought that, you know, I was somebody who was overreacting and emotional, then perhaps I wasn't worth approaching in the first place. But mate, you sent me your hi, hello, good morning. Why? I love these little questions, don't you? Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Oh, favorite question of mine. Favorite question. Can I ask how you address creeps that use words? No, sorry. Can we please talk about how to handle creeps who are so insolent that they have the audacity to send dick pics? I was 18 when it happened for the first time. I got so scared from then on, and I don't allow any strangers from my online accounts, WhatsApp, Instagram. Okay, first of all, I don't have your name here, but can I just say to you, I'm really sorry this happened to you, hun. It should not have happened to anybody, and I'm really sorry that you had to go through that. I hope you've managed to work through a little bit of that fear. Let me share with you my own experiences with dick pics, and let me tell you the few different ways I've handled them over the years, the ways that I am proud of handling them, the ways that I'm not so proud of handling them. Okay, now in the when I first got onto Instagram and I first started getting dick pics, I've got to tell you, I've got to admit to you, first and foremost, dick pics don't really affect me because all I see is a piece of human anatomy. And you know, everybody has one. My husband has one, my father has one, my brother has one, my nephew has one, my neighbors have a few. This is a family of boys next door. It's a penis. I mean, it doesn't really kind of send me into paroxysms of anything. Okay, it's a part of the human anatomy as far as I'm concerned. And because it didn't affect me, okay, because it didn't affect me, and I'm not totally proud of this. So please don't think that I'm bragging about this, right? Please don't think I'm bragging about this. In the early kind of months of this happening, I used to be really mean to the guys who sent me dick pics. I mean, if they sent me dick pics, it's a miracle I didn't get banned off Instagram, okay? If they sent me dick pics, I would send them back dick pics. They're easy enough to find. You just need to Google them and find them and keep them on your phone. And then you can send them back and say mine is bigger or whatever it is. I have done things like, if people send me dick pics, I send them back pictures of vaginal births, really messy vaginal births, you know, lots of blood and lots of mucus. That usually works a treat. That gets me blocked even before I can send them the next one. It usually gets me blocked. I have sent back pictures of penises with venereal disease, plenty of those online as well. You can do that. You can look up with, you know, pictures of penises with various types of warts and whatever not. Keep a stock of those and send them back. Okay, and then okay, and sometimes if they sent me a dick pic, I would send back a response and say, you know, actually I went to medical school and I've got to tell you that color doesn't look right, or you've got to get that spot checked out, or that kink doesn't really look very healthy. And it used to really freak them out. Okay, I know I'm laughing, okay, and I shouldn't, because it's mean. I shouldn't be making fun of people's anatomy. I shouldn't be making fun of people who have actual, you know, diseases. Right? I'm not this flippant creature. I used to be. I'm telling you, I used to be, and I'm not anymore, because I kind of had an epiphany a year or so ago. And I think I wrote about it, okay, and I wrote about it, and it was a post that got a lot of engagement from a lot of you. It wasn't a very popular post, because, you know, a lot of people didn't agree with my viewpoints. But, you know, think about this, right? What must possess a man? And I know he's not here anymore, but, you know, to that man who said that, oh, is it only men who send you dick pics? Yes, it's only men who send you dick pics. What would possess a man to kind of go into a room or a secluded area and take out his penis into his hands and photograph it, and then of course he has to try and make it bigger, right? So he has to adjust the angles and all of that and magnify it and all of that, and then he has to take this picture, right? And then he has to store it on his phone and hope to God that Amma doesn't find it if she's going through his phone for any reason at all. And then if he comes across a woman, he thinks that sending her this picture is a power play. He thinks that sending her a part of his anatomy is something that's going to make her fearful. I mean, just as an aside, right? Can you imagine a woman going into her bedroom or her study and sitting on the floor and taking a picture of her vagina to send to somebody else in the hopes that it's some sort of a power play? It's mind-boggling. So I don't understand the psychology behind dick pics. I don't. I mean, I don't have one. I mean, that should be clear. So I obviously I don't understand the psychology behind it, but I don't understand why. However, I am willing to maybe accept that these men are lonely, that these men are frustrated, that these men have no other way of expressing their sexuality. It's sad. When a man sends you a dick pic, it's heartbreaking. And I've come to that point, I've come to that point where if a man sends me a dick pic, they don't anymore because, I think the word's gotten around that I've got psoriasis-ridden dicks on my phone that I will send them. I feel bad. And very often, if I report the dick pic, which you should because it's a community standard, right? It doesn't belong on Instagram. Very often I will kind of message them and say in a very kind of, I did report the dick pic because it's not a nice thing to do. It's against community standards. I hope you're okay in the sense that if you're lost or lonely, I'm sure that there are some resources that you could reach out to wherever you are. And I feel bad for them. So think about that, if you ever get a dick pic, it's not a power play. It's a pavam play. If you speak Tamil, pavam means pity. To me, that's what it is. It's a pavam play. It's not a power play. It's a pity that these men have to do that they feel that that's all that they can do in order to be able to elicit a response out of you. Because think about it, right? What is sending a dick pic ever going to result in? A marriage proposal? A windfall of $1 million? Enlightenment? It's not going to result in anything except a reaction. If you don't give them the reaction, if you don't give them the power, it's gone. It shrinks away and retracts, perhaps like their dicks. Okay, no more dick jokes. All right, okay, that's it.